Your belief in a ball requires Earth be measured flat. End statement.
And you're wrong. End statement.
Creaky blinder, so please let him know at Nathan Oakley 1980. Sent me pop a polite comment. Hopefully it'll help him along in the YouTube algorithm. It is a genuinely newish channel. It's got about 7,500 subs. So in all sincerity, I do have a YouTube hat and wish Creaky blinder every success in that regard. So with a YouTube hat, hopefully he'll do the same for me.
Are you taking the piss?
Well, thank you very much indeed, Nathan Oakley. That was uncharacteristically nice of you. But I would rather get my balls trapped in a vice than help a flat earther out. So let's see why Nathan Oakley has called me out, shall we?
Shut up and sit down, you big bald f***.
Please subscribe.
But this comment section now underneath this TikTok video, every single comment will be a flat earth argument I've heard and debunked.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Hundreds of times.
That sounds like a baseless assertion.
Does it?
Oh, no way!
Now, when I said that I've debunked most flat earth arguments, it's because I have. What's baseless about that? Because the last time I checked, baseless usually applies to things without evidence. So things like flat earth.
So by general baseless assertion, you've debunked every argument that you haven't seen yet, hundreds of times.
I don't think I claim to have debunked arguments that I haven't seen yet, Nathan.
Pure bravado.
I mean, you can call it pure bravado if you want to, but I like to call it knowing that my position is the one that's backed up by thousands of years of science. What about your position, Nathan? Can you say the same? Because as far as I can tell...
You couldn't back up a phone, you cunt.
Guys, it's all over. Joan Vangelis Googled it, so it must be true. It was fun while it lasted.
I have fun in the comment section sometimes.
You're the ones believing a lie because you can't accept the possibility of being deceived and that our world isn't what we're told it is. Then tell...
I mean, this is all low-hanging fruit as far as I'm concerned. These comments are nothing burgers. When you're responding to somebody who says, I can't believe that I haven't been lied to, or something vague and nondescript, who cares?
You? Because if you didn't care, then you wouldn't be responding to one of my live streams, would you?
I mean, let's just give him something to actually respond to. Creaky, every aspect of your bald belief requires Earth be measured flat.
Now, little bit of clarity here. People ask me why I don't provide links to the videos I respond to, and it's for exactly that reason, because I don't want any of you going to the channels of the people I make content about and giving them grief in their comment section. But Nathan was quite happy to send his subscribers over to my comment section, but unfortunately, it didn't go quite as well as you'd hoped, Nathan, did it? I had the grand total of 1 comment saying that Nathan Oakley sent it.
You f***ing prats.
When he says Earth is measured flat, he's more than likely referring to a common misinterpretation within all flat Earth arguments. And I think what he's trying to do is highlight the fact that over short distances, the Earth appears flat. And for many practical applications like building a house or a small road, engineers and surveyors often do treat the Earth's surface as flat, which is called plane surveying, and it's perfectly valid for small areas where curvature is negligible. However, flat earthers incorrectly extrapolate this local observation or practical simplification to argue that the entire Earth is globally flat, ignoring the principles of geodetic surveying, which does account for the Earth's curvature over larger distances.
Your belief in a ball requires Earth be measured flat. End statement.
And you're wrong. End statement. So it would seem that we found the peak of flat earth logic, suggesting that because you measure a small patch of ground for a fence post as flat, that the entire planet suddenly loses its curvature. Somebody has no clue how scale or basic geometry works.
My name's Nathan Oakley. I'm a flat earther. I don't have any beliefs.
Well, that's really handy, Nathan, because it goes very well with the other thing you also don't have, which is evidence that back up any of the ridiculous things you claim.
I just have your measurements that you will rely on when you tell your audience about how you believe in the ball.
They're not my measurements. I didn't do them myself. It's just I possess the ability to accept what thousands of years of scientific research has demonstrated to us. You were the one going against the grain, so don't label me the same as you.
Please let him know at Nathan Oakley 1980 sent me with a polite comment that is helping Creaky in his second channel along in the YouTube algorithm. I'm sure he'd be really delighted that we're shouting out his second channel, as it's obviously far less subscribed to than his main channel.
Oh yeah, I'm over the moon.
So please do toddle along to Creaky's second channel, Creaky Extra, I will assume it's called, and let him know at Nathan Oakley 1980 sent me with a polite comment that doesn't immediately get removed by the YouTube algorithmic bots, or indeed the videographer, in this case Creaky himself.
Now, listen to me, Nathan. Flat Earthers may remove comments. I do not. I don't need to, because even when the comments are talking crap about me or telling me I'm wrong, I know I'm not. Because my information comes from verifiable sources.
Just let him know that we have responded to his video at the end of this live stream, and hopefully if he was to do the same, and that is to say if he was to cover our video, he would do the same for me and put a nice polite comment or link to my video for his audience.
I'll try. I can't make any promises, but I'll give it a good old-fashioned try. How would you lovely people like to go and subscribe to Nathan Go and subscribe. No, I can't. Sorry.
Hopefully, he'd respond in kind and put a link to Nathan Oakley 1980 when responding to the fact that we measure Earth flat in all instances. Not me, not belief, not I suggest, but everyone, without exception, including Creaky, will measure Earth flat always, without exception.
Oh no, then what were the people who built this bridge thinking? Earth's curvature is generally negligible, but only for really short spans. And as bridge lengths increase, its effects become more significant. The curvature of the Earth should be considered in the design of bridges, and is, because when a bridge is extremely long, typically when they are longer than 10 to 15 kilometres or 6 to 9 miles for all the normal people. And at these lengths, the Earth's curvature significantly affects the bridge's geometry and structural behaviour. Saying stuff doesn't make it true, Nathan. You've got to be able to back it up, which you can't.
I'm going to suggest this. As soon as we get to anything substantive in this video that alludes to a proof that has a measurement attached, I will be able to take that straight to the flat Earth that is required to make the assertion.
What the hell is even that?
Now, I think his plan is to challenge any measurement-based proof we present by directly applying it to the flat Earth models to expose its flaws. Well, good luck with that, Nathan, because all you'll actually be doing is applying real-world measurements to a fantasy. Okay, apply this measurement to the flat Earth then, smartass. Earth's circumference is measured at 24,901 miles or 40,075 kilometres.
We're waiting.
And I'm going to infer, I'm just going to guess, I'm going to go out on a limb, that within the 8 minutes of this video, there will be at least one example where I can take what this man says and turn it into a flat Earth prerequisite required for the statement that he's made. Let's see if I'm proven correct.
Well, I wouldn't hold your breath, pal, because unlike flat earthers, I don't make claims. I make statements of fact. The reason so many people accept that the Earth is an oblate spheroid is because that's what every single scientific observation shows us.
There's no such thing as a scientific observation. There is in a category error.
You know, sometimes you hear a claim which is so profoundly misinformed it almost makes your brain do a loop-de-loop.
Hello? Where is everybody? I'm the only brain cell left.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, somebody's got no clue how science works or how humans perceive the world. Denying observation in science, Nathan, is like denying breathing in life. I'm starting to properly understand why people call you Nathan Oakley.
The nature of Earth as a plane or oblate spheroid isn't a scientific question because it's not a cause and effect relationship.
Or It's not a scientific question because we've known for thousands of years that the Earth is an oblate spheroid. How does that sound?
To suggest a plane, that's an aspect, or a sphere, that's a shape, is number one a false dichotomy, but certainly isn't something that is answered by the reified version of science that this numpty thinks it is. Category error.
Ooh, I'm a numpty now, am I? What happened to best of luck with the second channel, Creaky? Did somebody just swallow a thesaurus whole and forgot to chew it? This isn't an argument, Nathan. It's an auditory assault on pseudo-intellectualism. And the real category error here is thinking that big words can hide the fact that you haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Now, this is a retard doing a poor job of explaining how he feels or believes a sphere might work for him to be on it. You can't. He doesn't understand it. He's just stupid.
Oh no, what am I going to do now, everybody? I'm a little bit worried because everybody knows that calling people names is a surefire tell that you are in the right and that I'm in the wrong. What if he's right because he just called me the R word?
In his burning of a straw man, it's not like you've just come up with an idea of balls and started saying that you're living on them. No, that's exactly what you are doing. Because you don't know how to be on a ball, mathematically or otherwise.
Yeah, I do. This. I'm on a ball.
But it is the fact of the matter, Earth will be measured flat in order to create these models to put in motion mathematically around the sun.
Okay, if you say so, but maybe you should send Dave Weiss an email because he's using a globe model to make his flat Earth app work. I wonder why he's doing that. We've known that the Earth is a globe since, right, bloody...
Why did you need that edit?
Oh, so you're a movie critic as well now, then? Watch a few of my videos, Nathan. You'll find that edits are really, really useful for not making your videos into a long, boring, 4-hour waffle session. That's why it baffles me that so many flat earthers are American, because we knew the Earth was...
So what's that got to do with anything?
Not a clue, mate. I've slept since then. This live stream was over a month ago.
Earth flat. Yo, Creaky.
Yeah?
What are you going to do about that? Is that some message that you can straw man and pretend that I just said you just say balls or what you've got?
Well, to be perfectly honest, Nathan, in your case, I probably won't do anything because, one, you're just not worth my time, and two, my objective on YouTube is to highlight just how completely insane flat earthers are. But you do such a good job of that yourself, I don't need to help you.
For you to assert there's a physical geometric sphere edge for a horizon below surface level in orthographic, begging the question, proof of nothing, perspective hijacking Earth curve mathematics.
I've got to ask, why are you starting to get so angry? Is it because you can't bear the thought of somebody like me being right? But I will say this, Nathan. Within the evolving discourse of socio-cultural dynamics, the reification of perceived realities frequently predicates a non-linear trajectory of conceptual actualization, and this invariably fosters orthogonal reassessment of foundational ontological assumptions, thereby driving a paradigmatic shift beyond mere empirical validation.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That's what you sound like when you talk about flat Earth. Lots of words, absolutely no meaning or substance.
So you want to ask a question about Earth curve? Come and ask us. Don't ask this sentence fragment using stuttering Welshman.
Hello there.
My word, you're a loser. So getting personal now, are we? When did I stutter? And there was I thinking the only thing stuttering you was your grasp of reality. I'll ask you a question. Why is it, Nathan, and every other flat earther that may see this, that your model consistently fails when confronted with reality? For example, a 24-hour Antarctic sun. You know, the thing you were invited to go to for free, Nathan, but you're too much of a spineless pussy to actually challenge your own biased worldview?
The 24-hour sun in Antarctica doesn't work on a flat earth.
We know, Dave. Now, there's actually another 40 minutes to Nathan's video. But I happen to actually quite like my viewers, so I won't subject you to any longer than I need to, because the rest of the video he's just calling me names and shouting at me. And I'm not being funny, but I've been married for 34 years, so I can stay in the house and get shouted at. Don't forget to join Callum and I live at 6 p.m. on Sunday evening for episode 25 of the Creaky Blinder Show Live. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Love you. Bye.
Out of everything that's on the internet, this is the best thing.
Do you know, I haven't spoken to my wife in over 2 years. Honestly, I thought it would be rude to interrupt her.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, ever, ever,